with salaries rising to £180,000, or that's equivalent to 250,000 USD, teaching the offsprings of the mega wealthy can be lucrative. So in this video, we'll be looking at an article from the Guardian.com, and we try to get some ideas on how to become a rich tutor. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So how is the lifestyle of a rich tutor? Well, according to the article, in late 2016, James Clement, a former high school teacher who works independently as a tutor in Washington, D.C., did a tutoring job with a family who took their children out of school for a term to travel around the world. For 12 weeks, they sailed around Indonesia on a 75-meter super yacht. He and another tutor taught the girls between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. on the observation desk, which was converted into a schoolroom, taking short breaks to play board games. Wow, that's really fun, isn't it? 2 or 3 days a week, the tutors would be invited to go jet or water skiing with the girls. On other days, they might go snorkeling or scuba diving on a coral reef, which would be used to teach their students about marine biology, or visit villages, volcanoes, and islands relevant to their history and geography lessons. Wow, that's just beautiful, isn't it? Let's look at 4 points on how we can become a rich tutor. The first point is that we need to be really calm and tactful. Why is that? Because when we are dealing with challenging students, it can make the difference between escalating a problem or the other way around. Just like food, you know, when we prepare a nice meal, we season it with salt to make it really tasty. So when we talk to our students, it is vital that we need to season with salt so that it is really good for the listener to accept what we are trying to say. So we have this experience of a tutor by the name of Nathaniel Hannon, who was confronted by one of his students brandishing an antique Colt 6 shooter. So it is like a pistol. The private tutor had been hired by the young boy's super wealthy New York parents to ensure that his academic performance befitted the family's elite social circle. So we can see that sometimes it can be really dangerous to become a tutor, especially when dealing with a boy which have mental problems. And according to Tutors International founder Adam Collar, says his staff have had to deal with incidents of self-harm, child abandonment, and threats of violence. So it is vital for us as tutors to be speaking in a way which is tactful, and that way we can not aggravate the situation further, and that would also protect our life as well. So that's the first point. And the second point on becoming a rich tutor is to be able to teach multiple subjects, including languages. So we have to be proficient in our science, math, English, and other languages as well. Because according to the Guardian.com, in this article, it mentions that in the past, the toughest roles might involve tutoring a child in up to 15 GCSE, which means 15 subjects. But now, tutors are routinely required to be fluent to teach in 2 or 3 languages, from French to Russian and Mandarin Chinese, and to create a lesson program suited to school curriculums in different countries. So we can see that by being able to teach most or all subjects, we can really improve our credibility as a tutor. And point number 3 here is to be able to teach children with special needs. So So here we are encouraged not to choose the students that we want to work with. When we try to work with all students, especially those ones that we find difficult to communicate with, we can really improve our communication skills, our teaching skills, and dealing with people from various backgrounds and ability and so forth. And according to this article, it mentions that some of the best paid roles also involve addressing learning difficulties, mental health problems, and other special needs. So we can try to train ourselves to deal with different types of students. Okay, and then point number 4, to be on your way to becoming a rich tutor, is to be able to perform different duties or multiple tasks. So that means that we have to be able to take on the role as a tutor, personal assistant, a project manager for the family, especially when they are trying to oversee the rebuilding of their main residence. And then also, according to the article, it mentioned that tutors sometimes ask at a day's notice to give PowerPoint presentation on a wall height projector screen in the Yachts salon. So that was what happened to James Clement, as quoted earlier. And he actually said, once they asked if we would give a 30 to 45 minute presentation on the history of Indonesia. So we can see that we need to be proficient with the latest technology that can really help us. Besides that, can you cook? That's a funny question, isn't it? Because according to this article, it mentions that tutors are sometimes asked by parents to help a child appreciate their privileges, such as getting the student to make bread for the family for a month, or cooking a meal from scratch, including making their own pasta. So we can see that as a tutor, if we are versatile, we can cook, we can speak different languages, we can teach all subjects. It can really set us up to become a rich tutor. Hopefully one day we'll be able to teach a really super wealthy family and earn a lot of money. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, share and like the video, and I'll see you again next time.